Hey guys, here we are on the 7th of January, Tuesday, and the US session is open now. The stock market is open. You know, they'll be closed on the 9th of January. That's for the funeral of the ex-president, former President Jimmy Carter. So the stock market will be closed day after tomorrow, but everything is open now and working as normal. And here we are looking at the gold chart. And this is the 4-hour chart, as you can see, H4, the 4-hour chart with gold. And we have resistance at 2673. That's up above where we are right now, trading at 2659, 2660. And that is 2660, that was support, but now that has become, well, that's where we are. All right, it's support resistance. It's a zone right now where we can either break above this and keep going higher up to 2673, or if we break below that 2660, then the next lower level would be 2650. That's our next level of support. And then it could be that we get down to 2620, and that's where we were yesterday. Remember, we got down to about 2615 yesterday, a big drop yesterday during the US session. So anything can happen. Anything is possible with gold, and we just have to wait. Now we have some high impact news coming in about 2.5 minutes, and we'll see what the news is going to be. If the news is good for the US economy, then that will put pressure on gold, and we're likely to see gold drop down to lower prices. And it just depends on the difference between the actual and the forecast. And so we're waiting patiently, waiting patiently for the news to come out in about 2 minutes from now. And then we'll see what kind of an impact. They call it high impact news. Sometimes it's a high impact, sometimes it's no impact. We just have to wait and see what the market sentiment is going to be. But my recommendation is always don't chase the candles. All right, especially right when the news comes out, there's going to be a big impact, and you need to let the noise settle down, and give it some time, maybe 15 minutes or even half an hour, and then see what this market sentiment is going to be and see what the true direction is going to be. You see, as yesterday in the US session, we had a big move up on gold, and then a big, huge move drop down. And then in the very next hour, it dropped down a little bit more, and then it went right back up. So this is the kind of volatility that we can see with gold. You need to be very, very careful. And of course, protect your capital. Capital preservation is most important. As Warren Buffett has always said, it's not important how much money you win. What's important is how much money you don't lose. And that just means protect your capital. Preserve your capital at all costs. That's most important. You cannot win every trade, all right, but you can certainly protect every trade. So we have the news coming out in about 30 seconds, and let me just switch over to the news page, and let's see what the news is going to be. There you are. This is investing.com. And you can watch your chart if you want. I cannot look at two screens at the same time. So I'm going to watch the news page, and I'll take a screenshot of this and send to my Telegram group. I have a group in Telegram. If you want to join that, just let me know, and I'll add you to the group. So we have the non-manufacturing PMI, two versions of that. And we have the JOLTS job openings. And that should be coming right now. There is, and it's good news. That's going to put pressure on, all good news. Yes, that's going to definitely put pressure on gold. And if you're looking at your chart right now, you probably see that gold is dropping. And I'll just take a quick screenshot of this. And then I want to go over and share it to my group so they can see that. Give me 1 second while I post this to my group. And there we go. Okay. Now I'll get back over to the chart, and we'll look and see. Yep, definitely. Okay. And now we're looking at the Bitcoin chart, but let me go back to my other chart, the gold chart. I'm getting a bit confused swapping between everything here. There is the gold, and I think you should be seeing gold on your screen now, I hope. Oh, yeah, okay. No, you still got Bitcoin on the chart. I don't know why that is. Oh, I know why that is. Yeah, let me go back up to gold here. I was looking at the wrong chart there. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, here we are. Okay, this is gold. This is a 4-hour chart on gold. Had the wrong chart on the screen there. You'll have to excuse me for that. I'm a little bit of a novice with this live streaming. I'm getting the hang of it though. And so here we are with gold, and we were at 2660, and now that's gone. Okay, now we've even broken below our support of 2650. Okay, so our next level of support is 2620. Let me just put a line on that one. 2620. And there we go, 2620. Let's see how far down we have to go for that one. Yeah, and that's the line that we broke through yesterday in the session. Will it get that far today? Well, anything is possible. And, you know, it's made such a big move up just since yesterday. It can make a big move down today. But the thing is that was very good news for gold, for the U.S. economy. Very good news for the U.S. economy. And I'll just go back and look at that. We had the actual was 54.1 and 64.4 and 8.098 million. Yeah, all good news for the U.S. economy. So that's going to put a lot of pressure on gold, I think, for the rest of the entire U.S. session. Now, anything can happen, but we don't want to chase this candle. We want to give it time for the market to adjust and adapt and consume and decide what they're going to do. Don't chase candles. Okay, let this quiet down just a little bit. It might pull back here in the next 10 or 15 minutes, but it looks like gold is going to be bearish. It's going to be bearish and coming down for the rest of the U.S. session today. All right, for the next few hours, we should see gold continue to drop down to lower prices. And it's already broken below 2650, and that's a major support level there, major support level. So if it has the momentum and there's enough sellers in the market, then we're going to definitely see lower prices. And it could possibly come today, 2620. Of course, there's no guarantees, and now you're getting, after the news comes out, then you get that big move down, and that's what we're seeing, and then you get a bit of a pullback. Okay, a little bit of a pullback, and they start to make up their mind, and the buyers are fighting with the sellers, and it's who's going to win. Well, the sellers are probably definitely going to win because it was all good news for the U.S. economy. So that's putting a lot of pressure on gold because gold is paired with the U.S. dollar. And so if it's good for the US dollar, then it's not good for gold. That should make sense to anybody. All right, and we're already at 26.49 now, and it did drop down to 26.48, and here we go, starting to go again now after it made that little bit of a pullback, you see? So don't chase the candles. Let the market settle down. You know, there'll be plenty of time to make a good trade a little bit later or even tomorrow. Don't chase the candle. Be patient. Okay, but I would say in this case, with all of this good news, and you see now we're getting a big push from the sellers. The sellers are taking control and going to push gold on down to our lower support level, 2620. Okay, now let me jump back over to the Bitcoin chart, which I inadvertently was showing you in the beginning. I didn't mean to do that. And what is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is dropping. Okay, sometimes it goes the same way as gold, and now we have support. We had support at 100K, 100,000, but it has just broken below that. So now the next support level is 95K, and it has been there before, just a few days ago. okay? But this is nothing unusual for Bitcoin, okay? It has that kind of volatility. It can easily move $1,000 in just a couple of minutes. But I would say that we're likely to see Bitcoin come back down to 95,000, maybe not today, but possibly. But our very strong support is 100, and we've just broken below that, and our next level is 95. Maybe in between there, we'll get some kind of support. Let me see if I can draw a line there. And we do have support here around right about there. And that's at 98,250. So we do have another support level there, but it looks like Bitcoin has really got some momentum, bearish momentum. So it's probably going to at least hit that next level there, minor support level, and then come on down possibly to 95,000. So if you're selling Bitcoin right now, you're in good shape. But of course, you don't want to just keep holding your sales. Like me, I dollar cost average. I buy to hold this digital asset for the future and then occasionally take profit. When we reached a high like yesterday in the US session, it hit a high of 102,000. So that was a good time to take some profit, let it come down and do a pullback, and then you can buy more as we get down to close to a support level. So buy low and sell high. That's always the strategy. Okay, that's it for me. Let me go back and have a look at the gold chart. Oh, we're already dropping down. Look at that. 2643, 2644. So very, very likely to come on down to 2620. That is our next support level. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, I appreciate if you just leave them below this and I will get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You see it here, youtube.com/@RickRay. I make a weekly analysis video every Sunday, sharing my pending orders with you on gold and crypto and the major US pairs. If you subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you'll be notified every time I make one of those videos, and you'll be sure and be notified of those. Okay, any questions or comments, let me know. I hope you have a great trading session during the US session, and I will see you again same time tomorrow.